Okay, today we are going to work on a design for this box. It has a cover, it has a back piece to it, it has designs that are going to go all the way around it, all right? So in a moment you are going to get a piece of cardstock that has this design on it. If you were at home, you'll be able to print it out. You can do this with regular paper. It will still work. The coloring process might be a little bit different for you, but other than that, still kind of the same thing. So this space has a bunch of areas where we are going to put some designs, and then there are some tabs along the edges, on the bottom. So these little areas here, those areas don't have to have any drawings in them. That's where we're going to put the glue or the tape next week when we put them together and put the bottom piece together. So there's a couple different things you can do when you're working with this. For mine, I kept mine symmetrical. So whatever was happening in this space, I made sure it was there. Same thing there, same thing, and across the board, all right? That is one option. A second option is all the spaces could have all different designs in them. So the little ones, the big ones, everything could be different. Still will look nice. It'll be a nice decorative piece. You could do where the heart is symmetrical, same thing's going on here, and the edges all have different pieces to them if you didn't want to balance them out that way. So you've got three options there that you can choose from. You're just working in pencil for right now. You notice I didn't shade anything dark or light. Just get those pencil designs in there. Once you've got that done on the cardstock, then your coloring options are, if you're in class and you have the cardstock, you can use crayon, colored pencil, marker, Sharpie, whatever you have available to you. If you're at home and you've printed this out on computer paper, then you are going to probably not want to use marker unless you've got something underneath it, because it will bleed through, all right? So just think about that when you are working on it. We still want to keep it in the paper form, so don't cut it out just yet. Next week, we will go over how to do the cuts, make sure we get all the folds in, and start to attach it. So if you could next week, make sure that you have glue and some scissors or tape. You can bring in your own tape, I guess, if you wanted to tape it. I would use clear tape if that's the case. And again, I'll show you all that next week. Now, if you're struggling for ideas, all right, you can look up Zentangles, all right? And you could find all kinds of designs. We've looked up those before. You could look up just patterns and designs on a Google search and be able to find some different things. If you don't want to put stuff down right away, you're trying to work out some of your ideas, if you take the paper and your sketchbook and you've got a clean sheet, if you put this down, you can start to see the lines, and you could do a quick rough sketch of those lines, and so that way you could see the spaces that you need to work in, all right? And then this would allow you to start to work on different things and try to get your ideas worked out before you start to put them on here. You don't have to do this step. It's just a nice one if you're trying to figure out those ideas and you don't want to erase a lot on the cardstock. You're only getting one piece of cardstock, so next week if you can't find that piece, you're just going to get a paper version, which is not as sturdy as the cardstock if you're in class. You guys at home could do the same thing, or you could print out a couple copies and then you could work a practice drawing on one and save the other one for your final. All right? Email me if you got any questions. It would be nice if you could get the coloring part done, all right? If you've got your designs in there, and try to work on the coloring before we meet again next week. It's going to be a quick turnaround because we don't have school, I believe, next Friday. So we will actually meet again on Monday, and I will start to go over the construction part of how to put them together. All right? We'll see you guys soon, and have a good weekend.